weekend, one of my favorites. You know that?
I know, that's
Welcome
right.
back to our special on Saving the California Dream. I'm Carlos Amezcua with series producer Heidi Cuda.
There we go. Let's check out one of Mucker Lab's offspring, the innovative travel company surfair.com. Its CEO, Wade Eyerly, was a press agent for Dick Cheney, traveling 28 days out of the month on average. He says necessity was the mother of this invention.
I spent 2.5 years traveling with the White House. I flew commercial, I flew last minute, I flew one way. And 2 years after 9/11, that meant I got that second random screening on every single flight. So I literally could walk up and give the vice president a hug, but I couldn't get on an airplane without 2 screenings. So I had this intense personal experience with what was wrong with travel and with the pain that frequent travelers have. I spent an intervening 6 years working with my brother, getting together over 3-day weekends and talking about what we could do to fix it. Instead of having a frequent flyer program, we're actually building an airline around frequent flyers. Our incentive is to get you where you're going as fast as possible, not routing you through long distance destinations in other directions to try to maximize our, the number of people sitting on our planes. We sat down late last year and said, okay, we're ready to rock and roll, and California had a couple things really going for it. One is the weather. 2 is this is America's wealth corridor, and a lot of people trying to move back and forth. It's a great proving ground. The regulatory infrastructure and the taxes and everything in California make it an incredibly difficult place to start a business. So come here, prove it in what is probably the worst regulatory environment for a business in any state, and prove it here.
Your whole MO is if you can do it in California, you can do it anywhere. You're not trying to take the easy route.
Ultimately, if you try to do what's easy first, then when it gets hard, you don't know what you're doing. If you tackle the hard challenge first, then you're ready to rock and roll.
How cool is that, huh?
Yeah.
With us now, Eric Ranalla from Mucker Lab. You met him earlier. And Surfair's Wade Eyerly. Now, Wade, I asked you how much it costs to do this, and you said you haven't figured that out yet, or you have, or you're not revealing it. But what would a typical savings be in time and money?
Well, so we're a fundamentally different model. So what we're doing is a flat fee subscription. It's a private airline. So as a result, you're going to be able to fly all you want, and so it depends on how much you're going to use it, what your savings are going to be. But you're certainly going to save time. You're going to drive out, hand the keys to a valet, and get on the plane and go. Very different experience.
And it's called a disruptive idea. This is a classic example of a disruptive idea, something that changes the model that we've always known, the flight model.
Right. I mean, we've been stuck in a model that made sense in the 1930s, right? When in the golden age of flight, when a silver-wing plane, pilots were gods among men, and celebrity chefs were cooking in first class. It's not that way anymore.
Why was this good for Mucker Lab to get involved with?
Yeah, I mean, we love big disruptive ideas like this. Realistic ones that are achievable, but ones that are going after very large markets, and in this case, ones that are poorly served by the solutions that are out there today. So this is kind of a prototypical classic idea that we love.
I love it. And you worked with Dick Cheney, you worked with Mitt Romney, you worked in intelligence.
I did. I've had a pretty varied background. I think that you learn to handle a bunch of different challenges in different environments. It's probably good proving ground for a CEO.
And why flight? Because this became an issue for you when you had to fly so much? Is that what do you have a family background in flight, or?
That's true. I do have some family background in flight. My co-founder, my brother, is a commercial pilot. But ultimately, it was an intense personal experience with travel. You know, I flew 27 days a month, and I got the second screening on every flight. Military-age male, 2 years after 9/11.
Have you launched? Are you getting ready to launch?
So our first flights will go up by the end of the year. We actually just bought our planes.
Why these planes? Why not jets?
Interesting. Our cost of operations is significantly lower than jets. One of the things that many airlines do, they standardize on jets. They make more money flying you further destinations. We operate differently. So we make money flying you to places as often as you want to go. So we want you to go to short destinations. We want to teach you to fly to places that you're right now driving to. Santa Barbara, Monterey.
San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, I like
exactly.
that. Yeah, okay.
Fantastic. Yeah. So I think we're ready to go.
All right.
Ready to take off.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I can't wait to see the first flight. Thanks, guys. Next up, a Silicon Beach serial entrepreneur who cashed in big time with an e-commerce site. So is he on an island somewhere? Nope, he's over there. And he's starting another company.
I think what's very exciting is one of the fastest growing areas on the internet is e-commerce. A lot of these great startups are starting right here in Southern California.